Hello, my name is Doreen Bronner and I'm at Jamaica Beach RV. By popular demand, we are going to do a quick video of the gentle yoga stylings of moi. Yes, we started yoga through a couple of DVDs last year, but due to COVID, this year we had to do it outside, so I actually started teaching it. And what I did is I added a couple of things that I learned over the years. So we've mixed it up a little bit. Anytime you start a yoga program, please make sure that you are cleared by your doctor and you have no underlying conditions. Every move that we do here can be done either sitting, standing, or laying down. You do you. That's what I always say. If you can't do something, don't do it. We do try to ensure that people are doing these things safe. We do try to make sure that you're getting something out of it, and most of all, we do try to make sure you have fun. So sit back, watch it the first time, try a few of the poses, and if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But the point is, get out, get stretching, and like I said, most of all, have fun. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the video. Breathing. We breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. This is just preparing our bodies to move. It's telling our bodies to move. Make sure you breathe in at your chest, not at your belly. Go at your pace. Once you get your breathing down, move your arms up and down. Just swing them from the bottom of your body to the top of your body. Again, this is a sprint. This is not a sprint. This is at your pace. The idea is to get your breathing going. Once you got your breathing going, you can add a deep knee bend. Keep your arms going, bending, of course, at your hips. And do a nice knee bend. Keep the weight on the outer part of your feet. Do this at your pace. If you're faster than me, that's fine. If you're slower than me, that's fine. But don't make it a sprint. Once you're done with that, kind of shake that off. You adjust yourself. Our clothes tend to get in the way. We're going to do a sun salute. Arms up, arch your back slightly. Tell that sun to come out. Again, maintain your breathing. Once you do that, we're going to come down into ragdoll. Bend at your waist and your knees. If you touch the ground, fine. If you don't, that's fine. This is just to stretch your back out. Come on up and adjust yourself. Next, we will do a back swim. Here's our backstroke. Just pretend you're swimming in the water. Put your arms backwards and follow your arms twisting at your waist. This is to oil up those shoulder joints and kind of get you at the hips as well. Maintain your breathing. Go at your pace. Don't go too fast. Don't go too slow. Just make sure that you're getting those joints oiled. Now let's do a front swim. And again, just pretend you're pushing through that water. Follow through with your waist. And go at your speed. Next, let's do the barrel roll. Hands on our hips, and we're just going to roll our hips around like we're touching the sides of a barrel. And just move from side to side. All we're doing is just getting the fluids in our hip joints moving around and oiling up those hip joints. Pretend you're sopping up maple syrup or beer or wine or scotch. Go at your pace and remember to breathe. Now we'll go to the other side. Everything we do, we will do on both sides and both ways. Make sure you are going at your pace and make sure you're continuing to breathe. Everybody's doing great, looking good. Let's wake up our toes. Just get on the balls of your feet and come back down on your heel. For some reason, I always spread my hands when I do this. I don't know why. But it's important to wake up those toes. Now let's point our feet out and do the same thing. We're going to roll our feet up on our toes through the ball of our foot. And again, go at your pace. Make sure you're breathing. Now we're going to point our toes in and do the same thing. Just roll up on the balls of your feet. And, bend those toes a little bit. We tend to forget our toes. Excellent job. Let's start off with side stretches. Arms up. One arm down to the side, and then move your upper arm to the other side, just stretching. You can add another stretch by holding your wrist, but as you should feel that in your side. Reach for the sky. Let's go to the other side. And again, arm down. And then the upper arm, the overhead arm stretching off. Pull at your wrist for that other stretch. Let's go back to the other side. And now let's move our arm forward in front of our face. Again, if you want to use your wrist, you can pull at your wrist. And now let's go backwards. Again, swinging at your waist. This just provides a different way of stretching. Now let's do the other side. Same thing. Arm down. Your upper arm. Move that in front of your face. And if you need to, that little extra stretch, pull at your wrist. Okay, now bring your arm back. Again, you still kind of want to stretch it. But follow the arm back with your waist. Another sun salute. And let's do some more shoulder exercises. Clasp your hands behind your back, like so. And then you're going to bring your hands up as far as you can while you're bending over. Bending over kind of helps this process a little bit, but you're going to push your hands back. Here's a side view. You're going to clasp your hands, bring it up, and push back. This helps you put your bras on, ladies. You could do this standing up or you can do it sitting down. Again, the process is the same. Clasp your hands around your back, bring your arms up, and then lean forward. And then hold it as long as you want to hold it. Remember your breathing now. Let's move on to hip stretches. You can do this standing up or laying down. Put your ankle on your knee and then slightly push on your knee to get that nice little hip stretch. If that's too easy, you can lean forward on that. But it's just a slight stretch. Laying down would look exactly the same, except for you're laying down. Let's go ahead and switch. Again, just a slight lean forward will get that nice stretch on your hips. It's very important for us to stretch our hips as we get older. Here's the lying down version. If you're already sitting, you can continue sitting or you can lie down. But again, this is how it looks. All you're doing is lying down, placing your ankle to your knee and pushing slightly on your knee until you get that nice hip stretch. You can switch it up, and again, it's just a nice, easy stretch. You should feel that in your hips. And if you want more of a stretch, you can bring your knee up or bring your foot down to your belly, and you can also do that when you're sitting down. Now lay down and let's do leg stretches. Grab a band, put that band or wrap that band around your foot, straighten out both legs, or you can keep your knee up, doesn't matter, but what you want to do is get that move that leg up and pull it as far forward as possible. Make sure you point your toes up because you can get a nice little calf stretch in there as well, but just bring it as far back. Again, remember your breathing. When you breathe properly, you will feel those stretches, and you can bring the stretches a little further as you breathe out. Let's go ahead and switch that up. Again, you can keep your knee up or you can lay it flat. Either way, it's whatever's comfortable for you. You do you. But the whole point to this is to get a nice little stretch. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath as you breathe out. If you feel anything hurting, don't stretch to the point where it hurts. You just want to get that nice, easy stretch. Let's start off with tree poses. Everybody standing up. You might want to stand next to something in case you need to hold on, but put your ankle, your heel to your ankle, and then stand there. You can put your arms out as you get your balance. You can put your arms out or you can move them up. It doesn't really matter. You do you. And then as you get steady, you can move your feet up. Make sure that your knee and your hips are parallel to the ground and not moved. You haven't moved it forward. And the idea here is to actually move your heel to your crotch. Just make sure that knee is back. If you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. Put your hands in a position that you like. If placing more of your weight on the outside of your foot is great, and focusing on something in front of you is great as well. Let's go ahead and switch. Again, you're just putting your heel on your other ankle. Hold on to something at first if you want. When you're ready, you can add your arms. Again, they can go out or they can go up. It doesn't really matter. You do you. And then as you get steady, you will move your foot up, making sure that your knee is back And you're going to find that you're going to have one side that's going to be worse than the other. But this is great for balance, and that's what we always need, is balance. And again, if you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. Yep, don't fall now. Remember to breathe. Let's move on to lunges. Again, lunges is exactly that. Just like you did in high school. You're just going to walk and lunge forward, putting your weight on the forward foot. It's just like a deep knee bend while you're walking. This too, it's great for balance. You can add your arms. It's also great to engage your thigh muscles. If you have knee issues, this is another good exercise for knee issues. All of these balance issues are great for knee issues. And you want to do this a couple of times. Again, you can walk as wide or as short of a stance as you want. You're just doing deep knee bends while you're walking. Put your arms out or don't put your arms out. It's all about balance, and it's all about getting the knee joints healed and better, especially if you've had knee replacement. Now we have warrior pose. Put one foot out, and you're going to go heel to heel. One foot out and the other foot back, heel to heel. Lunging forward, putting all your weight on your thigh muscle. Put your arms out. Move your arms up, looking up to the sky. Your front arm, you should be looking at your front arm, looking up to the sky. And this, you want to hold these poses for a couple of minutes. You should feel your thigh muscles getting tired. But you can move back and forth as you want and what's comfortable. You're going to switch. And again, really it's just your heels pointing toward each other. One foot forward, the other foot back. Lunge forward. Put your arms out. Lean back, looking up at your fingers. Hold these poses until you feel your thigh muscles. This is another great balance exercise. It will help you if you have had knee surgery or have problems with balance. You're going to switch it up. You do this a couple of times. Remember to breathe. Everything is about breathing and doing it in a controlled, safe space. You are doing well. This pose is called Warrior 1. And you just want to make sure that you got the stretch on the back leg. And you're working your thigh muscles. You can put your waist parallel as well, if that's another pose that you want to do. Next, we'll do some abdomen exercises. We can do this sitting down, or we can do it laying down. Place your hands under your hips, or you can place a towel. Move your feet up, and move them down in a controlled manner. It's best to point your toes out as well. I like to touch a little bit just so I know how far I am. And then I will add some scissor movements with my feet. You could do this in a sitting position, and you're going to, instead of moving your feet down, you're going to move your feet up. This strengthens your core, which will ultimately help your back. If you need to rest, you can rest. Your goal here is to keep your feet a couple of inches off of the ground for about 2 minutes. You can do several different types of exercises. I sometimes move my feet up and down and cross them. All that does is strengthens several different muscles. You will feel this in the back, which is why I typically put my hands under my hips. A blanket will work as well. But remember to point your toes, and also remember to breathe, because this exercise will for sure make you want to hold your breath. It's not going to be easy, and you're going to work up to about 2 minutes per session. Moving on to planks. You can get on your hands and knees, or you can get on your forearms and knees to start off with. But basically all you're going to do is hold the pose for a couple of minutes. If you're on your forearms and it's too easy, add your opposite arm, opposite leg, just point it out and hold it for a little bit. If that becomes too easy, then you want to get back up on your hands and knees. And again, add your arms and your legs. If that becomes too easy for you, you're going to get up on your toes and your forearms. You kind of want to bring your butt down a little bit there. And you're going to hold that pose. If that becomes too easy, you're going to get up on your arms and your toes and hold the pose there. And again, you're going to alternate holding your hands and your feet out. If it becomes too hard and you need a rest, just move up and continue on. We'll move into cat-cow now. This is the hand-knee version. Basically, you're going to move your tailbone out and press your chest wide. The cat version is arching your back and putting in your tailbone. It's a small movement, but it's very important to get that spine moving. And you're going to do this for a couple of reps here. We'll move in to the next version, which is standing up. And again, it's basically the same way. The cat version is going to arch your back. The cow version is widen out your chest. It's again, very, very, very small movement. You can do this either way. This totally moves your back muscle and it feels excellent on your lower back. Now we're going to move into our head roll. I have a neck issue, therefore my head rolls aren't as far over, but basically what you're going to try to do is roll your head forward until you go all the way around. Try and get your ear and your shoulder to touch if you can. And little by little roll all the way backwards. You're going to want to switch this up as well and go the opposite way. And this just relaxes the tension out of your shoulders from the cat-cow. Remember to breathe. Continue that breathing is very, very important. From this point, we will move into our Namaste. You can do this sitting or you can do this standing. But in Namaste, we want to think about what we're going to do today. We're going to think about love, joy, and peace. Think about all those that have helped you along the way. Think about what you want your life to be. And think about being kind to others. Namaste. Have a great day. We hope you enjoyed this video.